I think I like it.
That was incredibly loud.
Yeah, it was.
Incredibly loud. I don't know which one it is. I think it's this one. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. The alert went off and it was really loud.
That was loud though, for the most part. But it sounded really good as far as like intro.
Sounds pretty cool. All right, well, welcome everybody. This is Man Mission. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna talk and discuss just about anything that comes to mind. This is my friend Shane. We've been buddies for quite a while. Been through some shit together, but I value his opinion. For pretty much almost everything.
Yeah.
He's a good guy to have around. So I think today what we're gonna start off with is just a little upfront deal about who I am and where I came from and stuff like that. And you got to cut me some slack. This is the first time I've ever done this, so please take it easy. So thank you for the raid. If you ever get a chance to check out Yo Meg, please do. Man, I would not have been able to get as far as I have with this without her help. She has been an absolute angel, basically holding my hand step by step with this whole process to get everything set up and working and flowing so I can make it this far. So I mean, without her, I would not be right here right now. So huge shout out to Yo Meg. Thank you so much. And that's the thing, she's always there to help anyone. She's an amazing person all around. You know, hands down, one of the coolest people I've met that I've never been face to face with. So it's pretty cool. I love it. Especially watching shows and shit together. She actually sat through all 6 seasons of The Expanse. So that was awesome.
Shit.
That shit was good. Man, it's a good fucking show. A good show. Love it. And I'd watch it again too.
Bro, I've been watching Suits for a fucking minute. Oh my god, that shit's good too.
Yeah.
Suits?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know. I should have wore a suit today. So
fuck that.
But anyway, we're gonna just try and break into this and make sure that all the buttons and everything work. So if you put anything in chat, please just, if I miss it, man, I'm sorry. I can only read so fast and like concentrate on one thing at a time. So okay, yeah, so you gotta get a little closer. We're still trying to figure out that mic. I don't even know how I got it working this time, except for just I clicked on a few buttons and all of a sudden it started registering. So at least that's,
yeah, the settings are kind of shitty at the moment.
yeah, at least that worked. Well, they're confusing too. They're insanely confusing.
But I mean, you adjusted it pretty good for the most part.
No, wasn't bad. Slide it back and forth. So, oh man, The Expanse needs more episodes. Absolutely. I would be incredibly happy if they just came out with an anime version of it. That would be, I would watch that. I don't really watch cartoon shows, but if they did a cartoon Expanse, I would definitely watch it. So that's another thing too. I gotta stop shaking my fucking leg. I hate sitting still. I absolutely hate sitting still. And my legs are constantly moving. So I got to break the habit so the freaking camera doesn't shake back and forth. So we'll see. Maybe I can learn to break a bad habit. That's kind of another thing that we'll be talking on the show is our bad habits and what they do to others. You know, a lot of times when we think of bad habits, they're like, well, they're mine, they're not anyone else's. And we just kind of overlook what they do to those around us. Like,
I would also say like bad habits can also be like a character type of thing as well. Cause your character might not be able to, I don't know how to best describe it, but wouldn't really benefit like others.
I don't know. It might be able to.
Character defects, flaws.
You can start talking
I feel like
louder
that would
too.
be like a bad habit type of thing.
A bad habit type of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I know the number one bad habit that Shane has that drives me nuts is he interrupts me constantly. Like
always.
Talking on the phone. Like I'll get 4 words in and he's just like, but anyway. I've gotten used to it though. Man, it fucking drives me nuts.
Damn. The volume on my mic needs to get turned up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out.
Pump up that.
It might be this one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even know what that little thing is. That one's up. That one's up. That one's.
Yo, Meg, can you hear my voice better now or no?
The screen's so far away.
I got this thing like right up on my mouth too.
Look how close I am, dude. I'm licking this thing.
Oh, well, I guess you can hear it better.
Okay, there we go. All right, cool. Cool. It's still quiet though. I can't turn that up anymore either.
But what about the volume that was on the left-hand side from the one that you just raised?
What, that one?
Oh, no, that's headphone. Never mind.
Oh, that's for the mic right there. See?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that button is. Oh, it clicks. I'm pretty sure. Can you turn it up in OBS? Yes, I did. I actually have it labeled mic 2 and I turned it all the way up. Probably quickly add a gain filter. I love how Meg's always got this utmost confidence and like ability to do stuff, but I share my screen and she walks me through it click by click.
Yeah, but one thing we noticed with the gain boost is like the mic ends up catching up Joe's voice.
Yeah. Originally the other seat was going to be over there. It'll be in America. That is awesome. That's true. All the way in Texas. I really wish I could be there. Well, not during the summertime when it's 900 degrees outside.
Humid as shit.
And humid as shit. It's hot in here right now. I couldn't bring a fan in here because the mic will pick it up, so it's fucking warm as balls.
Bro, I remember the first time going down to fucking Texas. The moment I got out of the fucking airport fucking doors and shit, oh my god, the heat wave shocked the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
It was so bad.
Yep.
It was so bad. Even nighttime is bad, but it's a little bit more better at night.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's weird is like it's 90 degrees at night and wet.
Yeah.
It's gross.
The heat is dense.
Let me get some yummy at Whataburger. Yep. No, that's a good place to eat. I was kind of lucky. I had one right around the corner from the house, so it took all about nothing for me to go. It's just expensive. You know, I find it because I cook. I love to cook. I like eating real food also. You know, so I just kind of find it hard to spend $14 on one burger. Like I went to Carl's Jr.'s today only because it's been so long and I knew I was going to be doing this, so I wasn't going to make anything for dinner. So I stopped by there and it was like $12 for a guacamole bacon burger.
Oh, dude.
Just the burger.
That just made me hungry right there.
Just the burger.
Bacon burger. Fuck this.
I love that thing, dude. It's messy as fuck though. I tried eating it in the car on my way here to save time. Yeah. I just made a huge fucking mess. Oh. But yeah, I'm glad I can actually get the chance to finally do this. I know since I've been around, I usually share like a lot of the things that have happened in my life. Some of the shit that I've gone through, some of the shit I'm still going through. You know, I've never had a problem sharing what goes on, because one of the things that I learned is like when I go and I share shit with anybody, really. I mean, I'm not gonna dump my secrets to a fucking stranger, but I'm certainly gonna sit there and I'm gonna talk to people that know me about things that happen in my life, because there's a good chance that you know, that person I'm talking to goes and has good insight on how I should handle what I'm doing and stuff. If I come in and try, yeah. I don't know how to get you on here. Do you want me to just go through your Discord? Because it's already up. Meg types extremely fast. There's no freaking way I can ever keep up with it. I'll get 2 letters in and she's already got the paragraph. Mine. Okay. Oh no. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick.
How would that work though?
Uh. Uh. Okay, I'm just gonna call in here. Can you hear me, Meg?
I can hear you. Okay. You want me to share my screen or try to walk you through it?
Let's see. We were talking about going through
The filters.
so go
filter.
mic to properties
Yeah.
or filters.
Did you say
Yeah,
gain
that's
filters?
correct. Oh my god, I already lost it. Oh, it's right here. So you see this 3 dot? Like if you're on mic 2, there's a 3 dot next to it on the audio mixer.
Oh shit, over here.
Like,
Mic
go to
2.
mic
Yep.
2's 3 dot. Do filters.
Filtered.
Press the plus sign in the
Plus.
bottom left.
Oh,
Alright.
there's the gain
And then
right there.
add gain. And then
Okay.
you'll turn it up, and we need to just test to see if it's actually working and changing.
All right. So go ahead and raise it up a little bit. It feels like I've been doing audio tests all the time. Oh, you go ahead and say something.
Can you hear me better now?
He does talk quietly though. For a big Neanderthal,
I
he's
wasn't listening. Because,
Neanderthal.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of an idiot for sure.
Dude, that is way better. Oh my
that's
God.
way better.
Yeah. I
All right.
think so.
I'm just gonna tuck this out of the way then.
If I complain anymore, just keep tweaking it up a little bit, okay? I'll stop.
Okay, I'll leave it. I'll leave it up then.
I apologize if I'm soft spoken, but that's just
Thank
how
you.
I am.
There's the hang up button. There we go. Again, as you can see, this is why Meg is an absolute amazing human being, because she just, at the drop of a hat, will make sure that her friends are taken care of. That's absolutely amazing. I love it. Absolutely perfect. Oh, I'll just put that.
Damn, this is part of the YouTube chat as well, or what?
Yeah. No, it's gonna be, so this little box is Twitch.
Yeah, I understand
And-
that little box over there, but I'm just talking about the one that's at the very top.
Well, because when somebody's in YouTube, what'll happen is it'll pop up and it'll say YouTube by their name.
Or I see.
But yeah. Yeah, exactly. You got your soft speak, or I'm gonna fucking hurt you if you don't leave me alone. I do the same thing because I'll have like a really, really sweet voice and almost like I'm talking with a lisp. And like a lot of people will make fun of it. They're like, "Oh man, you're soft, you're sissy." But then when I get pissed or I start getting upset, there's a tone change that's pretty drastic. So. I mean, I hate having to do that too. Of like, you know, making that change. I like being nice. I like just being a kind person, but unfortunately in this world it gets taken advantage of. A lot of times those nice good people end up getting ran into the ground or used so much, and then what happens, and this has happened in, you know, my past relationships, is I'll get used up, and you know, there won't be anything reciprocated in the relationship. You know, I'm giving 100%, and I'm not getting anything in return. You know, because again, going back to talking, like I talk about my feelings and what's going on. I don't have an issue, and one of the biggest things that I've noticed in these relationships that I'm in is I'll start getting taken advantage of. You know, whether it's you know, income or tasks throughout the house, or just in a sense like the emotional support of constantly being there for my significant other. But then when I need it, you know, it's not returned. It's like, well, I mean, I don't really have time to talk about this, or they'll downplay it, or they bring up like bring up their feelings, you know. So I'm sitting here like, man, I had a really rough day, you know, my back hurts and all this stuff, and then they're like, oh yeah, that sucks, you know, I mean, because you know, this is what's wrong with me. And then they start telling and talking about, you know, what they're going through, and instead of, you know, validating your feelings, you know. And then the moment you don't validate their feelings, they're gonna tell you how much of an asshole you are. So it's kind of like a really fine line, but it's an important thing, which that's going to fall in the relationships part of some of the conversations that we have. There's not entirely going to be a set written thing for these shows. They're kind of, for the most part, off the cuff. So I wasn't like, I don't even have anything really written to discuss today, other than, I mean, we could just kind of get the ball rolling and make sure all this works, and get a little bit of a heads up on who we are and what our plans are with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Shane tell a little bit about his stuff, because I'm pretty sure everybody in chat has known me for a while, so they already know who I am. So you gotta hold it up to your face.
Yeah. So like, what exactly should I explain about myself though? On that part, I'm not exactly too sure. Just like more like relationship wise.
Yeah, how old you are, your relationship, what's going on. That's a long distance relationship also, which
Yes,
is
it
something
is.
that I'm actually surprised, because I know in my experience those things never lasted. Like,
Yeah.
it was, you know, I know she's cheating, or she's always saying that I'm cheating, or some kind of stupid psychotic shit. But since I've known him, he's had a long distance relationship, and it's actually, it has ups and downs for sure, but it's been a lot better than some of mine in the past. So
Yeah. Well, one thing I can say, I'm Shane. I'm 33 years old. Born in Hawaii. Grew up in Washington. As far as like my relationship goes, it's a pretty solid relationship. And though, you know, we're a few hours apart, you know, like trying to communicate better with each other, it's kind of a little bit difficult. You know, especially after like 2.5 years, like being with each other. Um, we do like how we were talking about earlier, you know, like there's certain things like where her and I are characters, like there's certain characters about each other that we don't like, and like sometimes, um, you know, her and I will get quite annoyed with each other, and it's just very easy, and you know, it makes it difficult. But you know, one thing, as for me, you know, I want to grow to become a better person and kind of like recognize certain characters, you know, because I'm sure there's moments where people don't realize, because you know that's who you are, like how you grew up and everything, you know, those characters kind of like stay, and just trying to see, you know, those character flaws and like actually catching them. You know, like selfishness, you know, so there's certain areas I'm sure everyone's going to be selfish, and like you don't realize it probably because certain ways of how you grew up is just how it was. And so if you feel like that's a part of you, it's just kind of like harder to recognize, you know, when other people can see it. Um, but yeah, I mean, but for the most part, I got a beautiful woman, you know. Um, you know, it does kind of get difficult with seeing each other at times, but I mean, you know, it's worth seeing her. She's got two beautiful kids. You know, I got my son and whatnot, and her kids and my son are about the same age, so it makes the relationship a little bit more better, because her kids and my son have can have some things in common, so that's a good thing about it.
you guys been together for 2 years?
Yeah, like two and a
Yeah.
half.
I know last time you went to go visit her, you came back, and well, one, I think we can bring up the fact that you started working out again,
Mm-hmm.
and then like that following weekend you went, and
It was a good time over
yeah,
there.
you had a great time. You came back,
Yeah.
you were like, oh man, I'm gonna marry this woman.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty, and that is what he said. He's like, I'm gonna marry her, and then they started talking about buying a house. So that's going to get touched on a little bit later also, of like the massive benefits from physical fitness. It's not just about oh, look at me, I got muscles,
More so about mental health.
but it's a mental health thing, and it's a confidence thing, being confident to accomplish the things you want to. I've seen really incredibly smart people fail or not try because they were just not confident enough to take the steps to do what they were, what their like master plan of like, oh man, that's a really good idea, you got to do that, and then just never get it into action because they don't have the confidence to do it.
Yo, Meg, you're funny.
Oh, why would she say? Yeah, 33-year-old demon. Yep. I know that shit's funny. I'm 41. And I think it's funny because like I'm more friends with people around Shane's age versus older people. I still hang out with older people, but there's not like I like to have fun. I like to joke around and stuff, and you just don't get that from 60-year-old people kicking it on the porch.
I know, right? Joe's kind of got that little baby face going, don't he?
I don't look a day over 20. It's worse if I shave. Last time I shaved my face, it was horrible. Like, I absolutely had to make fun of myself for a solid 2 days. Yeah. I was like, when I was working in a shipyard as a welder, and we had to wear like respirators and shit. So they're like, oh, you guys got to shave now. It's good times because there was dudes in there I haven't shaved in 20 years. And they just come strolling into work with a smooth ass face.
Oh, I would hate to do that.
Nobody recognized anybody. It's just like, who's this new guy over here?
I would hate to shave my beard.
Yeah. I don't think I ever will. I take care of mine. I'll wash it. I comb it. Put little beard oils in it and all that shit, and beard balm. For the most part, it usually smells pretty good. I was actually thinking about dyeing it though. I really was, because you could see like the gray. It's just on the sides like this, dude. Mm-hmm. And so I was sitting here one day, and I was like looking in the camera, trying to find out where to position the camera, and I was like, "What is wrong with my shit? It looks like, holes. It looks like there's no hair here."
Don't shave it. You need to keep those Doctor Strange gray hairs going on.
Oh, I know. I gotta shave it. I'm just gonna like dye it, like some just for men. Face be having tan line. I bet it would. This is why I don't use the. They make you wear these eye protectors in the tanning booth.
I'm pretty sure your eyes will be fucking white.
Yeah, I like. No way. I'm not gonna have like these goggle tan lines right here. I'm just gonna go a little bit more partially blind. I'm already heading in that direction. What's a few sessions of tanning and shit? So that's actually probably what it happened to with my hairline. So yeah, that's fucking funny. Man, where were we going with the conversation? Oh yeah, about you. So yeah, me and Shane met. Man, about a year. Yeah, about a year ago. Yeah. We were both in Alcoholics Anonymous. And I was pretty involved with it. It was a everyday 2 or 3 times a day thing for me. Because I wasn't working at the time, and I was really trying to take being sober serious. So I figured that was like the best way to do that is to just be there, and I was there. Sometimes even 3 times a day, 7 days a week for the first 3 months of me being sober. It was fucking nuts. But I got really involved. I started chairing meetings. I started showing up early and staying late, talking to other people, talking to newcomers and stuff. And Shane is one of those people who came in. I'm not really, I don't think I'm spilling anything about it, but he was on court order. I'll let him tell the story about that. He was on court order to do a few sessions. I think, how many you got to do?
I had to go ahead and do 2 years of drug and alcohol rehabilitation or whatever the fuck it is. So I did 2 years of that, but before I even finished those 2 years, when I got in, I was already like 8 months sober.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I ended up getting 2 DUIs within about 3 months back to back, 2 different counties. It's kind of lame. So since I got the 2 DUIs and whatnot so quickly, I ended up having to do the 2 years of treatment. And if I failed that, then I just go to jail. I don't know for how long, but the minimum sentence was like a year.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked, man.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around with DUIs in the state of Washington. So,
None whatsoever.
although my ex had 4 or 5.
Oh goddamn!
It was like collecting fucking Pokemon, dude. It was just like I gotta collect all these DUIs, I'm gonna save them at the end of my life to turn them in for a fucking reward. But it's pretty brutal. But yeah, I met him through there, and he was like, "Oh man, thank you," because we were younger than everyone else. Typically, there is no young crowd in an AA hall because it's not the cool thing to do or whatever. We'd get a few people his age or younger that popped in every once in a while, but Shane was one of the ones that, like, once we started hanging out and talking and shit like that, it got him really interested in it. And I think, like, he was going above and beyond, like, how many days he had to do, because I think it's just like 1 a week or some shit like that.
No, I had to do 2 a week minimum.
Two a week minimum. But here he is, he's showing up every day. And it just goes to show the power that like your positive influence on someone could be. It's not necessarily cool to be hanging out at an AA hall all the time with old people, but because I chose to do that, I met him. I met a few great people, but I met him and it just kind of clicked. He was one of the first friends that I made up here. I'd met people before, but they all drink and party and shit like that. And when I came sober, that was pretty much the end of it right there. I had to stop doing that shit, stop hanging out with them. And so around that time, like, I didn't really have too many people I'd call a friend, let alone best friend and a brother to me. So he's pretty much been there, the whole time. Like, if I need something, he's right there. Oh, and vice versa goes for him too. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, Joe's been a great influence since meeting him. I have much love, respect, and I do pretty much anything for you, brother.
Oh yeah. Again, the power of positivity, and having a good attitude towards others, even though you don't know them. And typically, 2 dudes, like me and him, for instance, a lot of times it's going to be like, when 2 guys see each other, both kind of physically fit a little bit, we're just automatically judging. I'm looking at his face and I'm like, that dude is a fucking asshole. I know it. Just look at him. Because he's a big dude and he just carried himself like he owned part of the room. And I was like, oh my God. But then it got to a point where I stopped doing that. And I gave everybody the respect that I felt that they deserved right out the box, and approached them on a nicer, like a nicer way, instead of like the typical tough guy dudes saying what's up to each other for the first time. So and it paid off, man. It really did. Man, like I said, if I need something, and then we started. He did disappear though. So he did disappear.
Yeah, I did.
So, and like in that fact, I was really fucking worried about him, because I figured he had wrecked his car going to see his girlfriend or something. So thankfully he didn't. Although,
No, I didn't.
I mean, I don't know if that's something you want to talk about.
I work late, and there's a lot of stuff was going on within my family, and it led me going back to stress and drinking alcohol again, and then getting sober. So drank for a little while. Didn't exactly have any fun drinking. You know what I mean? Didn't like it. but stress, not being able to really communicate, my feelings when I got used to being able to go to friends, AA, being able to let out, what I've been feeling, and stress from work, family. My dad's been going out of the hospital in and out for like the past 2 years, and his health's been deteriorating pretty bad, and don't want to talk too much about it, but I mean that's stressful enough, So yeah, I just kind of end up building up, all these emotions, and because I'm pretty much keeping it in jarred up, because I got used to being able to communicate my feelings very well, and I kind of let that slide. So that's what turned me into going back into drinking again for a little while. And then I've been sober for, I don't know, month and a half. I don't exactly remember.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime around May.
Yeah, well, it's over a month. It's been over a month.
Yeah.
So do you think if you would have did what you were supposed to as far as like the AA steps go and everything, call me or anyone. I prefer you call me, because you're my brother and shit.
Doing that.
Yeah, that's true. You think if you would have did that in the beginning, would that have helped you and kept you from drinking again?
Yeah, I do believe so, but like I said, like my schedule and everything else too is just like, I don't know, like, my head was far up my ass.
Yeah.
And also that shame,
Shame's a big one. Shame is a big one. That definitely keeps a lot of us, not just men, women also, keeps us from, working on and figuring out the shit that is going wrong in our lives, because you don't want somebody to say, oh yeah, there it goes that guy, man. He's always in the fucking drama house and blah, blah, blah. But they don't know the story. They hear like one small tiny little thing, and then they either crack jokes about it or give somebody the cold shoulder and just dodge the conversation altogether because nobody wants to hear that. And that shuts that person down and keeps them from wanting to, either just vent. Sometimes all we got to do is just let it out, and I think as humans, no one likes being caught up in the drama and shit, but that's not necessarily what it is. This other human being is going through a traumatizing time, and all they need is somebody to just kind of listen, maybe not give any advice or anything, but they just want to vent this shit out there, but we sit there and we close the door in it because what do we all say? I got my own shit going on. I got my own drama. I don't need yours too, That's true, man. You might have your own drama, but if you sit there and you just have an open conversation with this person, man, you could save them,
It's true.
And I this is something that I always do, and I always tell people, like if you ever need anything, call me no matter what. I don't care what time it is. I know the value of having somebody listen. It's an important thing for us to do because it's costing you time, it's just costing you time, and that's like an easy thing. We can make up time somewhere else down throughout the day. If we just sacrifice just a little bit of it for, our fellow human beings, it's just like, these are people, and we all have feelings and shit. You cannot just shit on someone's feelings because you don't have time for that. Or I got drama too. You never know. You might be able to actually just sit there and have a conversation listening to his story. And then you're going to be like, holy shit, I'm going through that same problem. Maybe I can do this to kind of work my way through it. I've solved a lot of my problems because I tell everybody my shit. I sit down and I talk, and somebody asks me how my day is going. I hope they're fucking ready for an honest answer because that's what they're going to get, You ask me how my day is going. Well, here we are. It's fucking story time now. Buckle up. And then just let it out. And a lot of these people that I hung around, man, have been so amazing Because they'll either emotionally be supportive, or they'll say, well, what if you try and do this, or what if you do this instead, you know? And it's gotten me through, you know, shit. Like, it was pretty rad. I've been fortunate with my ramblings and my big mouth of like talking to everybody. I've met a lot of cool, amazing people who are like significant figures in my life. You know, I can't put a price on it, man. This shit is priceless. It's insane. You know, how much I rely on my friends and shit. Because, you know, they always say you can't rely on anybody. You can only trust yourself and all this other shit. And I was like, nah, man. You know, this world is so rough and it's so fucked up that you need a team, man.
Honestly.
You know, trying to go through life solo, man, fucking sucks. I mean, I don't want to do it.
I can definitely, you know, like, I don't know, since we're kind of like on this, you know, I've been hearing a lot, you know, like people like want to take blame and blame others. Like, what is it I've been hearing as of lately? You know, oh, this happened to me, like, and you go ahead and, I don't know, you start getting angry, upset because, you know, someone may have hurt you. Maybe it wasn't that, you know, like, things don't happen to you, but, you know, things happen for you. And I felt like my DUIs in my case happened for me, and that was in a actual good way of thinking about it, you know, rather than me going about blaming, oh, it was this person, that person, the cop for pulling me over. Nah. I was driving, you know, under the influence, and, you know, I got what was coming to me. You know what I mean? It happened for me, but I ended up getting sober out of it, which was a great ordeal. You know, so that was a beautiful thing that happened to me, and I realized my mistakes and for being dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, I'm certainly one of those people that like if something happens, you know, then it's like that first 2 minutes, I'm finding something or someone to blame what happened on, you know. But you know, once I sit down and process everything and think about it, no, motherfucker, it was my fault. You know, like I take my, you know, the last relationship I was in was, you know, an absolute fucking nightmare. And it still to this day makes me sick to my stomach how everything happened and what I witnessed and what I went through. But, you know, I can't blame anybody else on what happened, except for me, because instead of like staying around in that toxic, you know, relationship, because I was living with her, you know, so that was where I lived at. I didn't have enough money to go and drop $2,000 on a new apartment or anything like that, especially one that could take a dog. So I was just like, okay, well, gotta talk my way through this and, you know, talk myself into staying and talk myself into all this shit's actually my fault. My attitude sucks, or, you know, whatever her case was that day. But trying to help her fix herself so I could stay and everything. And eventually it got to the point where it got so bad that I left, and I lived in my van for 2 weeks because I would rather be homeless than, you know, living with that fucking person. Dude, that's pretty brutal, man. If somebody ever tells you I'd rather be homeless than living with you, that's a fucking reality check. You know, and I think the only reason why I went back too is because she had all my clothes still. She had like all my shit still. And I'd been wearing the same shit for 2 weeks. So I was like,
you told me that.
yeah, I was like, man, I fucking stink. And so, yeah, I sold myself back into getting into that relationship. And what happened next was like, it was like one of those things where you could just very successfully ruin your fucking life for the rest of your life. I shouldn't have went back in that relationship, because I did go back. And of course, like always, you know, they say they'll change and all this other shit. They never do. They're just born and set in that way, especially when they reach the ages of like, middle 30s. Your attitude is your attitude. There's not really anything about changing that. I mean, you can try and you can make these little changes, but they won't last long, man. You're fucking, imprinted on this attitude. And I used to fall for that shit. Like, oh no, I mean, if you say you're gonna change, then all right, I'll come back and we'll work this out. But in that case, it didn't work that way. I mean, I think there could be a book written about it. I'm just saying, I think you could write a book on that relationship. But it did. It almost cost me my life and my reputation because of how hard she tried to ruin me. Because I left again. I was like, you're fucking psycho. I'm getting out of here. And I packed one small bag and made it out the door. She almost wouldn't let me out the door.
That's true.
She was trying to block me from going. And if I kind of went to go get around her, she would scream that I hit her and all this shit. So it was a nightmare when I made it out. She immediately called the cops first. Mm-hmm. Like, let me get
saying that you hit her.
Yeah, let me get a restraining order against him. And then so obviously the first one didn't stick. So the judge threw it out because there was no reason, no evidence for him to do this. And that day she filed another one. Only this time she came back with like these text messages and all this proof and all this stuff. Dude, she went as far back as like my oldest daughter's mom, who I haven't talked to since 2012. She disappeared. I never heard from her, my daughter, again. So I was actually surprised when I saw a statement from her. I was like, man, that's crazy, dude.
How'd you even get a hold of her to begin with?
I didn't. My ex-wife did.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. She called my ex-wife and told her that I did all this stuff. And so they just kind of compiled together and shit. So thankfully I still had emails and text messages from like 2010. From 2010 until now, text messages and emails that like tell a completely different side of the story. So it was kind of, it sucked I had to go through that, because if I would have got a judge that was like just trying to go through cases and didn't want to hear shit, he could have, what is it? Not imprint, engage or activate whatever fucking, restraining order there is. So, and by doing that, she knew that I wouldn't be able to go to school or possess firearms again, because I wanted to go to school for my bachelor's in firearms science.
Oh yeah.
And that would be the quickest way to ruin my shit, And I went through a bunch of other shit too, and all I wanted was out. I wanted out. That's it. I'd like to get my stuff, but I just wanted my dog and my stuff and get the fuck out. If I have to live on the fucking streets, I'll live on the streets for a fucking month and be done with it, get a place. But I was willing to do that. Thankfully, because of my niceness and shit and helping people out, it was returned to me 100-fold. And that's how the place I have now is actually, because I put a lot of work into helping someone. And so they opened up their home to me, which I'm incredibly thankful for, because, obviously I have my dog, and her being a pit bull, it's like kind of a little bit harder to get into places and stuff. And pet deposits are expensive. They're insane. So, but yeah, man, I lucked out, and it was going out of my way, to help people, because when I was homeless living in my van, I got a call from a friend's mother, another person that I met in AA. I got a call from his mom, her not knowing what to do, and I went and I stayed in the hospital with this guy, and we got him into treatment and then got him into a rehab facility and stuff, and he came out, and they were just absolutely ecstatic by that. But I took time out of my life, no matter how fucked up it was. I'm homeless, I'm hungry, and I have my dog and shit. And it was at nighttime and raining, but and I hate driving at night because I'm fucking damn near blind. I still drove all the way to that other town and invested my time of sitting there with him and talking him through all the benefits of, like, you know, being sober and, you know, how it changes your life for the better and all this other shit. But I took time, you know, because that's all it cost me was my fucking time to sit there and help this person out. And if I wouldn't have helped that guy, then he would be homeless also, because he would lose his place and all this other shit. You know, he would have no money, no job, no car, nothing. I mean, I was lucky I had my van to sleep in. But if I wouldn't have helped him, the chances of him being where he's at today are fucking slim, you know. So you really do. You got to put yourself out there and make sure that you save time for other people, even if you don't know them. You know, one of the things I'd like to do was, this is when she was in jail. This is when my ex was in jail for that 4th DUI. I would take part of my VA disability money that I get. And there was this kind of middle-aged lady over by 7-Eleven selling all these flowers. So I'd go and I'd buy almost all, if not all, of the flowers that she had. And then I'd keep them in the front seat of my car and, like, driving around, and I'll stop and I'll see somebody, I'll give them a flower, you know, and tell them that they're amazing and all this other shit, man. The response from that was positive. You know, even dudes. Like, I was surprised that not one of these dudes threw that shit back in my face, man. I would just give it to him, say, hey, man, you were absolutely amazing. Keep up the good work. And the response from that was just, it was mind-blowing to see people's reactions of getting just a single flower. And I did that a few times. But then when she had found out that I was spending money on that and fucking handing those flowers out to men and women, fucking done. Like, how dare you be nice? You know, this has killed me in every single one of my relationships. Is one of the things that the women love is because of how nice and polite I am. You know, he's like, oh my God, he's so sweet. Oh, I love it. But then once we start dating, that's it. I am no longer allowed to be nice to fucking anyone.
Yeah. What was it? I think I was on YouTube at work. I had my headphones in. I think one of the captions on this guy's podcast on YouTube was like, girls don't like nice guys. I believe that's what the caption was. I'm like, huh, yeah, I guess that makes sense a little bit.
Yeah, it's fucking, you know, in my case, it was greed. You know, they didn't want me sharing my love for other people with anybody else but them.
Yeah.
But the thing I noticed about stifling that part of my life and my personality was it started to hurt me mentally. Because I was trying to change myself for this relationship, I was hurting myself so much to where I basically shut down emotionally and started becoming a fucking asshole. You know, what I would consider an asshole. I just, you know, wouldn't make friends with people. I wouldn't say hi, any of this other shit, man. I would close myself up
quicker too.
Yeah,
like as far as like anger or hostility goes.
Yeah, it did. I had no patience to help anyone or try and understand what's going on in their life, and that's the reason why they're acting that way. And it was bad. And I'm not gonna say I lost a lot of friends, but I had a lot of friends stop fucking texting me and calling me.
Yeah, because of her.
You know, just because of that situation. Trying to forcefully change the person that I am, and ended up doing so much damage, mostly to me, but also that relationship. Like the resentment and anger I started growing towards her for me not being able to be myself was extremely painful, you know. So it's just something that we have to keep in mind as we go into relationships, is if that's the reason why they fell in love with you and wanted to date you, then that's the person you have to be throughout that relationship. So, and as long as you're honest and upfront about the type of person you are and not putting on a show to try and win someone over, you know, that's easy. Just be yourself the rest of that relationship, man. It's that easy. And I really, man, my past 3 relationships, I fucked them up by doing that, you know, like being me. All right. And then them not wanting to share any of my personality with other people, men and women, not just women. Like, don't talk to women. I was men also, you know, because there was times when she fucking hated me hanging out with you or trying to hang out with you, you know, like we would hang out and she'd have to come along because, well, I mean, one, she didn't have any friends, but she'd have to come along too, just because she didn't want to share me with Shane. And shit is just absolute donkey garbage, man. Oh, God, I can't believe it. I count myself lucky getting out of that relationship. And I did it primarily because I got sober. Because I think if I was still drinking, I would just black all that out of my life. Just fucking utterly hammered is the only way I'd be able to make it through that fucking relationship. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think by now probably one of us would be in jail again. Like, I'm almost certain that that's where that relationship was heading. But the sobriety thing, and this is something you guys will hear me always come back on because it really is. It's a big, huge part of my life. And being sober makes me the type of person I am now. The thing I loved about drinking though is I was fun.
Yeah.
I hung out with everybody. I made friends everywhere I went. But then that causes problems in my relationship, which causes problems at home, which, you know, it spreads into whatever fucking fungus and kills off the relationship.
That sounds disgusting, bro.
It does. It turns everything disgusting. It's like a fungus. It just molds over everything and ruins perfectly good shit. So... yeah. Ooh, God. I have a feeling, man.
Yeah, wonderful picture, bro.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be like that. I'm still scared of her. When I go to the store, man, I see somebody that looks like her, I fucking freak out for a second. You know, and I'm a pretty tough dude. Okay. I don't like fighting, but I'll still. I mean, you might win, but I'll do everything I can to try and knock you the fuck out. Mm-hmm. But I get scared, man. Like my stomach drops and I'm just like, I'll freeze and shit. Man, I'm going to be that way the rest of my fucking life.
Bro, if I'm scared, I'm probably going to black out and be mad.
Oh, man. It's just, I wouldn't know what to do. You know, I pray because the gym is my salvation, right? And like the whole time we were dating, she'd always said she'd never set foot in the gym and all this other shit. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, and I'm hoping that it proves true because like
that's your piece.
Yeah, you know, it's just going to be one of those things where I'm going to be minding my own business in my zone, surrounded by the wonderful people that go to that gym. And then she's going to show up one day and just kill everything. You know, I would die inside, man. I have to go get another fucking gym, man.
Oh, hell no. You just go at a different time.
I wouldn't, man, I wouldn't be able to. So, because I know she's going to start spreading shit. Like,
yeah.
Everybody in there will know all this crazy business and shit. I got a stack of papers that prove all that shit was garbage.
No,
so,
I don't doubt it.
I would have to carry this fucking thing around with me and be like, well, if you want to know the rest of the story, here you go. Read this. This is everything, not just what she thinks happened.
It's like showing the discovery part of your fucking
case. Man, I'm telling you, it's like, it's some crazy shit, you know. Having to go like, you know, 12, 13 years into my past just to prove that this shit was not true was fucking ridiculous. You know, and I was thankful that everybody in the courtroom was like on a good day and like
like
looked
reading
into
through
it.
this shit is like that's bullshit.
Yeah. What he said too. He said it was bullshit that she had filed it a second time right after it was already denied.
I know.
Fuck, man, it's like a fucking tarantula, dude. But anyway, I can move on to something else. That is that's serious, man. It fucking scarred me, dude. I'm gonna have to carry that bullshit around with me the rest of my life. And here's when things.
Oh, you don't have to.
I don't have to, but I know I will. Just because, like, the type of person
it's
I
kind
am.
of like forgive and forget. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, you still don't forget it, but it's like it doesn't plague the mind anymore.
Yeah,
by like forgiving the shit.
I'm slowly getting there, I guess. So, very slowly. But
that's because you're stubborn.
I am I'm clinically dumb. Like, just
dumb stubborn.
Really special some days, man. Really special.
Donkey special?
Huh?
Donkey special?
Donkey special? Yeah. Fucking smart ass. Oh yeah. But I mean, you know, the sobriety thing, you know, that's been fucking huge, man. Like, if I wasn't sober, I wouldn't be able to help you.
Yeah, likewise.
You know, it's just, if I was sober, I wouldn't be able to go work out. Or, take that back. If I managed to somehow convince myself to go to the gym while I was still drinking, I guarantee you I would still drink just before I go to the gym. Probably drink while I'm working out.
That sounds like a fucking horrible ass idea.
And yeah, I can only imagine the amount of fucking heartburn you get. Just like taking shots and doing squats. Like, no, man.
I imagine vomiting is in your future with that shit.
Oh God, horrible. But I mean, it's been a true blessing, you know. I wouldn't have got to meet the fantastic, amazing people that I know now. Mm-hmm. You know, I consider myself lucky.
Yo, Meg, I want to thank you for helping out Joe with his podcast. Not gonna lie, I'm very grateful, and I'm very happy to see the progress that he's made in getting this up and running. And also, Joe, I'm very proud of you for doing this too. You know, like you're doing some good things in your life right now, and it's a pleasure to see.
No, I appreciate that, man. I really do. I love you, man. You are my brother. I mean, good friends in the state of Washington are hard to come by, because everybody's trying to shit on everybody else's parade.
Oh yeah.
So for those people that I do know here, I'm utterly thankful for that shit, dude.
Oh yeah. Likewise.
Otherwise, I would have tried to like ship my ass back to Texas, and you know that probably wouldn't have worked out too well. So, but I'm thankful for it, man. It's given me a lot of opportunity to be confident. You know, like honestly, like sitting here talking in front of this camera, man. As many times as I practice, or like I hang out with Meg and everyone else, as many times as I've done that, like it still makes me nervous.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not as nervous as like first starting up the stream, or even beforehand. I was sweating bullets.
Yep.
You know, but I feel a little bit more comfortable now with it. You know, it might be just like random conversations for the first like podcast and whatnot, but that's okay.
I did take I got some notes here.
Oh, you dumbass. Why don't you send this shit to me?
I don't know how to send it to you, but these were just kind of
you
like...
could have just taken like a quick ass fucking picture on your phone and sent it to me.
Yeah, I could have. That would be the way that I do it too.
Donkey.
Like, take a screenshot of
Donkey
the notepad
special.
on the computer and then text him the screenshot, because I can't figure out how to fucking send it. Yeah. No, that's totally me. That's my technological skills are non-existent.
No, they exceed mine.
Like, and that's what's funny too, is I know that. Yeah, like when you started asking me
like
questions
with you?
on how to sign up, I was like, "Fuck, I don't know, man."
Dude, like with you, I look at you and I'm in awe, bro. Because
like,
I don't know shit. I really don't.
Genius.
Exactly. I'm like, how'd you get all this shit to fucking work?
Yeah, I'm not kidding, man. I'm not kidding. I had like you know, it's not safe to share your fucking screen with people, you know, because smart people can like get in there and like take your shit.
Of course.
But I mean, this just goes to show how much trust I have in Meg and the type of person she is. Dude, it was everything. It was click this. Okay, now go right over there and then click that. Nope, click the other thing. Oh, now you have to go back. All right, now I'll click it. And Meg's super fast.
Dude, I
Like,
noticed that with the fucking chat.
Dude, she is so fast when she does stuff. And I could feel her getting gray hair watching me just meander the mouse to the other side because it takes me so long to focus and actually read, and just like slowly move it over there. Click. Slowly move it back.
Bro, trying to pay attention to the screen and all the damn texts and whatnot.
Oh, I know.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult. That and I'm a slow read. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm a slow read. You know, and I recently started picking up reading books again, you know, and one other thing I want to try and do is, you know, actually get faster at reading, even if it's just like a mental read, you know what I mean? I want to be able to get through a book in a day. That's a goal, you know. It doesn't sound like much, but when you got like a book that's like 180, 200 some pages, you know, getting through that in a fucking day, that's kind of ridiculous. But that's something I want to do. That's a goal of mine. Come here. Come on.
You want to hop up here?
Tell the puppy dog to go. I'm gonna bother the shit out of you later.
Nope. You had your chance. You must exit.
Yep, that's right. Freya.
Yes, this is Freya. I mean, I guess I could have got a chair and set it up right here so she could sit
Freya.
there.
Really?
Dude, these fucking wrinkles, man. I like to like she curls up in a U shape. She gets those wrinkles right there, and I'll just like.
Bro, your dog is a big ass baby.
She's fucking. There's so much shit over here. I'm just worried she's gonna
knock shit over.
Yeah, she won't do it on purpose, man. She just like she's like a rhino that just lays right into whatever it is she wants to touch and knocks it over. Go.
Maybe it's like getting like a back scratch or something.
She just backs her butt up, like scratch my butt. Come on, human. You got to scratch my butt. Love that dog. I really do. Oh, that was another crazy thing about that relationship is like she wanted to take my dog. Like telling everybody that I was beating my dog.
Blackwater Goat. Are you saying like Meg's like Peanut from Jeff Dunham? If so, that's kind of funny shit. And I think that's why Meg just put over the top.
I don't know. I got lost. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, how fast she is with stuff, and like it just goes to show, man. She's got the patience of a saint, dude. Like I'm pretty like I was starting to get mad at myself for how slow I was going. I was just like, come on, man, you gotta speed it up a little bit, dude. Fuck zucking. But it's good times, man. And yeah, for the most part, I mean, it looks good. You know, that's how I got the opening graphics and all that shit. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Dude, the graphics are insane.
I like it, man. You cannot beat an astronaut doing the Cabbage Patch.
No.
Perfect, man. Perfect. I love it.
Where'd you get the animation for it anyway? Was it your brother?
No, I forget. I think Meg found it. I was looking through some stuff, and I believe I'm pretty sure Meg found that one because it was pretty fitting for like me as a person. You know,
when you think of like a man on Mars.
Yeah, exactly.
Or man on the moon.
I mean, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But then he starts doing the Cabbage Patch. Thank you. Right on, Blackwater. I appreciate it. Blackwater's got a very successful garden.
Really?
Mm-hmm. yeah, that's kind of one of the cool things. And Discord, and Meg's Discord server, is they got stuff for like every category of your life, and one of those is green thumbs. So he's always posting all of his vegetables and shit. I'm a little jealous because like some of my shit, I don't know what's going on out there, but the garden isn't gardening, and the squirrels too. I'm pretty sure squirrels have been stealing shit, dude.
Bro, like right now, your dog's like a squirrel to me.
I know, yeah.
Because she makes me keep on having to look at her.
That's the thing, dude. You can't look at her because if you look at her, then she's going to know that you see her, and then you're going to be forced to pet her.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to pet her right now.
Pet me! I wonder what other topics, man. When I was thinking of doing this show, like I had like really good shit to talk about, but because I'm a fucking idiot, I never wrote it down when I was I get that idea in my head and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea, I should write that down, and then not write it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. That's right there. And then the next day, I know for a fact, man, I had a topic that would just be absolutely amazing to talk about. It is such a big topic and everything. It needs to be talked about and stuff. My biggest one though was like the men's, what's that word called? Men talking about their feelings and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How, we can go ahead and jump on that right now, actually, because that is a topic that
like how men shouldn't talk about their feelings or what?
No, like how men don't like to. Like, I can't tell you how sad I am today because you're gonna make fun of me.
I don't think feelings is like a sign of weakness whatsoever.
That's absolutely true, man. That is, feelings are not a sign of weakness, and men have this, ability to shut their feelings down into whatever part of their body that they keep their feelings in, and then never fucking see them again.
Oh yeah.
And the downside of that is that shit catches up. It does not matter who you are. If you stow those fucking feelings away, they're gonna catch up.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to catch up. And again, we have to put the stigma aside of, if I talk about my feelings, everybody's gonna think I'm not a man, or that I'm weak, or any of this shit.
Pansy.
Or pansy, or they're gonna feel sorry for me, but they're gonna make fun of me. See, and that's another thing that has to stop. Like with me and Shane, when we see each other, we don't fuck with each other. I don't tell him what's up, ugly motherfucker.
I'll still make fun of you, but that's just because out of respect and love.
See, which is actually why, and we've had this conversation too, is men shouldn't be doing that shit, man. If I'm your friend and, I love you like a brother, then why do I have to talk to you like I fucking hate you?
Oh.
See, and to me, that's just utter bullshit, man.
Yeah, but when someone's actually really talking shit and when they don't mean it, you know what I mean? You don't want it as a joke.
And this is what I'm talking about, though, is I know that's not how they feel. Mm-hmm. But when somebody does that shit to me, dude, it fucking hurts my feelings, man. I actually slowly stopped talking to them over time just because I don't care that they, respect me or whatever. But every time I see this person, they're just doing these stupid little fuck talk games. And to me, man, that's bullshit, man. I like, tell me, that I got a good haircut, or, oh man, your shoes look awesome. I know, I just got it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good haircut, and I know you told me you just went and got it.
I just got it. But compliment each other, man. It is not wrong for me to go say, Shane, man, your beard is looking fucking great, which, by the way, it really is.
Trimmed it last week.
Yeah, no, it's very fucking well shaped and stuff, man. That shouldn't affect how I am as a man or how other people see me. You know, like if I give you a fucking compliment, it's because I respect you as a person, man. I want you to know that, hey, that's great. You know, but you know, you have the people where they're like, you know, they'll bust out the gay, you know, they'll use the word, you know, that dude's gay or whatever. You mean because I gave my best friend a compliment, you're saying that's what that is? Yeah, fuck no, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Because you know, shit talking is reserved for people that you really don't fucking like. You know, there's no joking around with your buddies, you know, fucking punching each other in the dick and stuff. That's ridiculous.
I mean, why would you want to
metaphorically punch each other in the dick? But come to, you know what, cup check game was around for a long time, and I know some grown ass 40-year-old men that still play the cup check game. Why, man? Why do you want to backhand someone's nutsack? I don't understand. I don't understand.
That's like some childhood shit.
Yeah, dude. Fucking weird. And people do weird shit. But it's important. It's important for men to know that you can talk to someone about your feelings. Well, I don't, even if it's a therapist. If it's a therapist, great, man. Fuck yeah. Talk to a therapist about your issues, you know, because at least then you're talking to someone. You know, I don't put a lot of faith in the therapist. Even though I use a therapist, you know, I don't put too much faith in them. I like the information I get from my friends, you know, because I'm fortunate enough to have real friends that if I say something, and they don't agree with it, then they fucking tell me that they don't agree with it, or, you know, that I'm wrong in this decision and maybe this is what I should do and here's why, you know, and I get better information from that instead of just, you know, therapist is going to put you in a fucking book that is made up of things
and categorized.
Yeah. And like, you know, 100 out of fucking 1,000 people had this problem, so you must have this problem also. You know, so it just really sucks. I know, right?
He
Why would you?
He really would.
That's a fucking bumper sticker.
He would.
Dude, I'll fist fight somebody for that shit.
Maybe back in the heyday.
Like, no, man, not even like, even when I was in the military, man, like, cause in the military, here's the dumbest thing, dude. Never give an adult male who's in the military anything that can hurt themselves with, which is pretty much everything, because they're going to find a certain way to do the dumbest possible thing with it. You know, it's just, they will, man. Like, if I give them an eraser and they're going to find some way to catch it on fire and melt it to something. Like, I mean, it's incredible. But yeah, no, man, guys used to do that in the military.
How to make a rubber bullet out of that eraser.
Oh, yeah. I would not put it past someone to carve that into a little bitty bullet and then fire that fucker off.
They start engineering a little eraser bullet fucking gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, very well could, man. You got 3D printed versions of those things that you can 3D print a gun and then have a little rubber bullet. Pretty sure that'd feel terrific. But we can't, man. Anyway, back on subject. We can't box our feelings up, you know, because we're worried how someone's going to think about us. Because if somebody does think about you in a lesser way because you decided to speak your feelings, there is something clinically fucking wrong with that person. All right. There's no way to sugarcoat that, man. If they want to shit on you like that, then they're not a decent fucking human being in any way, shape, or form. In my opinion. All right. That's another thing too, with everything that's on the show or from now and in the future and stuff are just strictly my opinions. And that's the thing, if anybody ever has an issue with one of my opinions, by all means, there is a chat right here, and as long as you can keep it respectful, I can have a debate about whatever it is. You know, just no name calling, keep the jokes what's the word? What civil or
Yeah.
keep them clean, no dirty jokes or anything like that. And as an adult, we can have a conversation. You might be able to change my mind. You know, I'm pretty open to, you know, if me and another person don't agree and then they start telling me why and they do it respectfully, man, I'm more acceptable to listening to what it is. And sometimes they're able to change my mind because in the end, I see it from their point of view and I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, you're right. You're right. Which is a hard thing to do for a lot of people, to submit when they're wrong and the other person's right. Because everybody wants to be right. Like, it's just, it's so crazy, man, how people are. Man, I swear to God, this world has gone off the fucking rocker in the past, like, 5 years. Like,
I would say like 10, 15.
Well, I mean,
It's been progressive.
yeah, I guess so. I look at it as like the milestones in my life. The last like major milestone I had is when I got out of the military. And like then a bunch of stuff happened after that, you know, little stuff, you know, but that's about it. And I can't remember. I haven't had another cool milestone that's worth like me actually being able to remember the date. I got out August 2000 and
Don't think too hard.
damn. Okay, I got out sometime in August. Fucking what year? It's 12 years ago. 2002?
12 years ago?
Oh.
It's 2023.
How long was 12 years ago?
Bro, take that back 10 years. That's 2013. So 2011.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, no, okay. Let me take that back. I got out in 2012.
Okay. So
August
August
2012.
2012. So
That's another
11
thing.
years.
Don't bring your math questions
Just
to
kidding.
chat, okay? If you have math questions, please, for the love of God, ask someone else.
Just kidding.
You will never get a fucking right answer from me.
Yeah, maybe me every now and then.
Dude, I could use a calculator and still fuck that up. I don't know, man. I have never been good at math.
Joe, read that shit right there. Oh, you gotta squint. Them old man eyes are really showing.
1, 2, 3, 4. I bet it's 4.
Watch it be another number.
Oh, I do. I do have to squint though.
I noticed that.
It helps me like focus my eyes faster. I gotta stop though, man, because like when you squint walking around, so I could like see like people's faces and stuff, they're just looking at me like, what's wrong with that guy? What's this fucking bro? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm fucking happy right now. It's like your face, dude, just looks like an asshole's face. What is it?
I failed
22.
college math. Yeah. So I guess 2 + 2 is 22.
I barely passed high school math, whatever math that is. Like, I know I didn't take stuff like calculus or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last math class was algebra 2, so I mean.
Fuck no. I think I had a high D in math. Like, at that time, you could still pass your grade, you know, whatever grade you were in, with a D.
I had a B.
So, well, fuck you. You took that little train horn.
I was good at math for a while.
Oh, not me, man.
And then after I got out, I don't use it, so I don't remember shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure my basic math skills are decent.
Oh, man. That's good shit. Someone's got to be good at math, man, because it sure is fucking me. Sometimes I wonder. See, this is the power of, like, how I value the people in my life, you know? Because if I didn't have the amazing people I have in my life, man, I would struggle. I would struggle so fucking bad that I would probably just lay in bed all day. And, I mean, that's just a fact. That's not to put myself down or anything like that. But I get to do a lot of the stuff I do because of my friends and, who I now put in my life. Which is another good thing to talk about, man. You got to be careful about who you bring into your life, and guys are the worst, in my opinion. Guys are the worst because they see a hot girl and they're like, yep. I've heard this before. It's like, I don't care what kind of baggage she comes with. I want to be with her. And then like 5-6 months later, if it lasts that long, this dude is fucking bald as fuck. He's got wrinkles all over his face. He's broke and he just utterly hates his life. All because he went into sleep with that.
That's a fucking really good breakdown.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. It's incredible how
I know, right?
we do this stuff. Was it
Royce Darby? Damn.
Yeah, famous last words, man. Yep. And it's just it's crazy, man. We gotta stop doing that shit, man. Like basing things off of someone's looks.
Okay, I kind of want to touch up on looks, but I think it's more so to do with confidence in yourself. So for me, one thing I'm kind of taking to heart that my girlfriend was telling me about is like, I think I kind of gotten comfortable with kind of like dressing a certain way where I'm not really keeping up with my outward appearance. And also at the same time, I think because of the way I dress, the way I am, my confidence isn't always, like here where I'd like to have it. And it's kind of like lowballed like here, you know what I mean? So I think one thing I'm gonna start working on is actually like building some confidence, not just going to the gym with Joe or anything like that, but just actually, maybe routine beard cut, haircut like every week, dressing decent, even if I have to go to work, you know what I mean? Like at least making a difference with my outward appearance to actually start having some type of confidence, So I think that's one way to start. And I feel like once I start seeing, like a change from my outward appearance, it might reflect my inward appearance to give me that confidence and maybe a little bit more, you know what I mean? So that's something I feel like I need to start doing because I haven't had a haircut in quite a while.
I'll fucking cut that shit.
Fuck, no, you're not.
What the fuck, man? I cut everybody's hair.
No, you don't.
Shave a penis in the back of his head.
He would probably.
Dare me. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't fuck somebody's hair up, man. I don't want anybody fucking up my hair.
What does Royce mean by reset day?
I don't know, Royce. What do you mean by a reset day?
I'm not shaving my head. Fuck that. In all honesty, and
I mean, I think it goes to like the confidence thing of taking care of yourself.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think that's what he's talking about, which is fucking really the most important thing, dude. Because here's the thing. All right, so let's go. My experience. A day all about you. Get a massage. Eat your favorite food. Absolutely,
bro. Not gonna lie. Pedicures. Those are actually pretty fucking good.
I used to get my eyebrows waxed.
Yeah, I used to go like get a pedicure done like every once a month, 2 weeks, depends. But bro, even like when you go and get your fucking feet done, those like people will massage your fucking legs and shit like at the end of it, bro. It's worth it.
Fuck yeah. No, I've only had one pedicure in my life, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. But let's get back to the taking care of your things, because a lot of times too, the person in the relationship that just absolutely loves it and would do anything for it puts their fucking needs and everything about them, stows it away, and just focuses on, their partner or whatever, you know, that's all their energy goes to that. And they don't realize that they're wasting away.
I feel like everyone has to have like their own type of day. You know what I mean? They can't just
It
be.
shouldn't be a fucking day. This is like saying Mother's Day is only once a year, man. Mother's
Same
Day
as
is
Father's
every
Day.
day. Mother's Day is every day. But you know, you have to do these things for yourself on a daily basis, you know.
Yeah.
Reserve time for yourself. There's 24 hours in a day. If you got to sacrifice a little bit of fucking sleep to do something that you love that's for you, then do it.
Yeah,
Yo.
I recently just started trying to get in the habit of making my bed in the morning before I leave work.
Yeah. Well, I don't go that far. That just sounds crazy.
No, actually, it makes me feel good when I come back home because then I got a nice made bed when I come back.
Sleeping does not count as taking care of yourself. These are physical things.
No, but that sounds like a good rest.
You know, and this is what I'm talking about, like wearing nice clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Taking like do your hair. Like I don't go anywhere without doing my fucking hair. And I know that sounds like
And you know me, like I go anywhere.
you wear a fucking
scrub.
hat.
Yeah.
Hats. Let me just take care of my hair. I put a fucking hat on.
Yeah, but that's because my hair is a fucking mess.
Like even when I was working in industrial trade industries and skilled labor and stuff like that, every crusty fucking dude around me, you know, would always ask, why do you dress like that? You know, and I'm not talking about wearing fucking suits, man. I'm talking about wearing a t-shirt that doesn't have a stupid fucking meme on it and a pair of pants that fit. And I mean, the shoes I wear are my cowboy boots, but they pass as like something you could wear with dress pants and shit like that. But, you know, I do that. That's for me, man. I don't do that for other people. I do it because it gives me the confidence to walk tall into any fucking room and do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're worried about how your fucking hair looks, or you're worried about what they're going to say about your shabby clothes, or you're worried about how you fucking smell, you know, that is going to change what you do and how you feel about something you're trying to do. You know, if you're trying to go in there and trying to convince, you know, your boss of like needing whatever the fuck it is, you know, you go in there without the confidence, you're not going to succeed. You have to believe in yourself, you know, and we do. We are not, you know, like, what's the other word for it? Fuck, I need a dictionary. It's not a vain, selfish thing to do either.
No.
You know, people always think about that. Well, I'm not as vain as you are. Bitch, it has nothing to do with that. All right? It's what I like to do. I like to look clean and presentable if I go to Walmart, you know.
Yeah,
and
here's the thing. I used to be a lot like that too. And sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
But like you told everyone before, I do interrupt you. But I used to be so well groomed. I shaved like every 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. I always had a clean shave. If I had a little stubble, that was fine. But like now, like, you know, I don't know where I started getting this, but I think it was probably after I had made a bet with my brother and some friends from work, like some years ago, where I think it was like I had a bet of like trying to grow out my beard. And I don't know, I think sometime after that when I started growing a beard and I realized I liked having a beard, I wasn't as like, you know, I didn't really care about how I dressed or anything like that. I don't know. It was really weird. Like subtle changes can make such a big difference.
I mean, it goes a long ways, man. Cause like some of my friends, you know, they'll ask, you know, how do you talk to everybody or how do you do this? And I'm like, well, it starts with this, all right? You know, how do you feel when you look at yourself? How do you feel? All right. Is it the first thing like, man, my fucking hair is fucked up, or man, my fucking clothes are shabby? The only person who's in control of those are you, man. There's nothing wrong with taking 10 fucking minutes to do your hair and put on a different set of clothes that you like to be in, you know.
Oh, bro. Yeah. So here's one other thing. I just realized I have like a new pet peeve. So like I did some laundry, right? Like last week. And then these are like my white t-shirts and whatnot. So everything that was like white that I have threw in the washer, right? As soon as I put them in the fucking dryer, and I have it already set on like a wrinkle free, whatever the fuck it is, onto the dryer, and then when I pulled them out of the fucking dryer, like my shirts were so wrinkly, it pissed me the fuck off.
Mm.
So
That's fucking funny.
That became a pet peeve, and I realized it because I was so upset and angry about it.
Yep. No, I hate that shit too, man. I don't care how many times I have to dry something, man. If it comes out a little bit wrinkled, you gotta be kidding me. I honestly thought that my phone would not ring or fucking beep.
Maybe,
And then
maybe not have your phone connected onto the podcast.
And it's just gotta be like a foot from the fucking microphone.
Perfect timing though.
Oh god. But yes, yeah, Royce, hygienic, you know. Just man, take some time to pretty yourself up a little bit
But
and
like
give
call
yourself the
Manscaped.
confidence. Manscaped, yeah.
Manscaped.
It goes a long ways, man. It's not about impressing somebody.
I mean, like you said, like earlier, you know, you used to wax your eyebrows, you know, make sure they were all nice and clean and whatnot. So that, like Manscaped, you're not like trying to make them super thin, but at the same time, you don't want like those extra hairs just right above the actual eyebrow line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Spray bottle white mist can use a few drops fabric softener. And back in the dryer.
Maybe it's about the wrinkly clothes.
I would take a wet rag, like a clean wet rag, and then kind of wring it out just a little damp, and now throw it in there, and then spin that shit around again. But yeah, I can't like you'll never really catch me iron. I think the only thing that I've ironed in the past couple of years are the shirts I use for rodeos, because they're really fucking fancy.
Cowboy.
But I would never iron anything. I would put it on and then you pull it like this. I'll pull it again, and eventually it gets the wrinkles out. Fairly certain that's like the preferred method. Which is funny though. Cracks me up. A lot of things. I find a lot of things in life funny. Couple of cubes of ice. I have heard that before.
That's for
like
what, like when you're ironing?
No, wait. Do you mean like throw a couple of ice cubes in the dryer and then spin it?
Never heard of that.
I don't know. There's so many different ways. Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense too, because you just want a little bit of moisture in the air.
Oh my god, Meg. Yeah, you really do type ridiculous.
I'm not kidding, man. She's fast, dude. There's times like she will tell me about something and I'm typing it out and I'll get like 3 letters and then she's already found the link and sent it to me. Like first she told me the story, found the link, and then got it to me before I got a few letters typed out. I don't do the little click clap, 2-finger typing, but it's still not that fast. Like I can use all my fingers to type with, but it's fucking slow. You know.
What's your Guam?
What's my Guam?
Yeah.
What the fuck's a Guam?
It's like how fast you type.
Oh god. Man, I would make a joke if I knew the scale of what the worst possible time to type with. Like, isn't it like X amount of words per minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's considered fast?
I think anything above like 50 or 60 words per minute.
I mean,
bro, you'd be banging on that keyboard.
Yeah, dude. It'd be so fucking loud. Clickety clackety click click clack. Tow.
I bet you that's Megan.
Oh, you can't hear her type when like we're playing, but they can hear mine. They test mine because you're not that fast. I bet, gosh, I bet she's fast though.
Yeah.
Comes back with like an insanely high number. But okay, chat. I haven't even looked to see. Let me like. What is your go-to thing? As far as okay, so okay, whoa, hold on. Okay, so I finally got to that point in my life where I'm like, okay, I've been single for a while now, but me as an individual, I love having a significant other to, you know, do shit in life. But the dating scene is fucking nuts, man. I don't even know what dating scene is because my relationships have been long as fuck and I never, you know, use like dating app or whatever. Take that back. That's how I met my ex-wife. Was fucking plentyoffish.com. Which was good, by the way, but now you gotta pay for that shit. Stupid. Like, man. But as far as like your opinion on, do you think we are now in a time when women want to be equal? You know, they want equality.
I think that's always been the issue.
This is not me shitting on women, all right? I'm not. That's not what this is. Just because women want equality, and there's some very empowering, very demanding women out there that are fucking amazing, man. They just own shit. Do you think we live in a time now where women should start asking men out? I mean, honestly,
I still kind of like that old school shit where men should be asking
the
like,
old
women
school
out. Yeah. Or like even like when it comes to marriage, like being able to ask like her parents, like as far as like being able to marry, you know, their daughters and shit, you know, that's something I really kind of like appreciated from like way back in the day.
I wish
just having
man.
like the approval of the parent, you know what I mean? Like that's freaking dope as shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it. I haven't seen it very many times in my life where the woman asks the man.
Outdated now.
Because there's a few women that I would like to ask out on a date, but I won't do it at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask out anybody at the gym because I don't go there for a fucking dating pool. I'm gonna go there to work out. And I know I wouldn't want somebody interrupting me with some dumb dinner date bullshit. So I have to stalk them for a few days to find out where they shop and like what stores they go to. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. That's pretty funny though. That's actually not funny. That's creepy. Forget I ever said that. Don't clip that. But I didn't like it. I would just really prefer if some of these women would ask me instead of the other way around. You know, because I will sit there and stare at you like a dum-dum for days. I don't see signs that a woman loves me. I don't know how to like pick up on that shit, you know? Like someone would be like, man, she's hitting on you, bro. You should have asked her. And I'm like, when?
Well, sometimes you gotta learn to read a room, I guess.
I know how to read a room. But see, here's the thing though. Some people are just overly friendly.
That is true.
And it's easy to have that mistaken. And then you go and ask.
Shit.
Then you go and ask, and you know, you get that rejection because they were just trying to be friendly. And then you mistake it for something else, you know.
And that's how you get friend zoned.
Friend zoned. But I don't know. I do. I think women can start asking men out. I think we've reached that level of, you know, men and women in equal spaces.
And with how the air is turning, might as well be.
People should skip the games and just tell each other how they feel. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm the motherfucker that's going to be like, can you go first? Let me see what you're going to say first, man. I just I don't want to get my feelings hurt, or some stupid shit. I don't know. I haven't really been I've been rejected before, but
softy.
It doesn't matter if you can accept rejection or not, man. It still stings a little bit.
A little bit.
Like you could get rejected and like fucking turn the corner, man, and there's somebody who's just completely epic and that it made your life better. But you're still gonna think about that motherfucking rejection.
Hey, you know what, Meg? You're right. Saves time. Most important thing.
Saves you time and money. Absolutely saves you time and money. That is true.
So I guess just be a straight shooter.
Yeah. I feel bad because it's like really the only places I go is the grocery store, Walmart, and the gym.
And the vet.
Huh?
And the vet.
The vet?
Yeah.
What vet?
For Freya.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have to do like places I frequent. Yeah. Places I frequent. Beyond, like I said, man, like I would love to meet my next person in the gym. So then we got kind of equal stuff,
Maybe manifest that.
Huh? Manifest it?
Yeah.
It. I've always heard this like manifest your destiny, if you think it, you can do it. I haven't gotten to that level of Jedi yet to where
I heard it's more like once you get to a certain point in your life, because like every person, they vibrate like a certain frequency, but when you get in tune with where you want to be, like your frequency just vibrates at a higher level where you just attract like everything that you want to just have and get in place in your life.
That way it's pointed towards we'll order another mic arm. All right.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's just because that one is an Elgato and it's fancy pants. It has a special adapter for it.
Yeah, well, trying to pick it up and talk like this kind of gets a little.
I know.
I feel weird having to hold up the mic like that.
Trust me, you don't want to use this. I licked this motherfucker, man.
No.
Yeah, like my lips have been right there. Well, I'm the only one that's used it, so it's okay.
Well, hopefully no one else has to use the shit.
No, that's why, I like this one.
I'm keeping this mic, and I'll give you the money for the
your
arm.
Beard is touching it. Look at it. It's like flicking it.
Yeah. I mean, I got these long strands kind of like popping out right now, so I mean.
So, because you do have to get close, and often I'd get really close to the mic like this, dude, and my mustache hair would get caught in these little fucking holes, dude, and rip out, dude.
Just trim out the bottom. Trim out the bottom of the mustache.
I like chewing on it. I'm just kidding. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I guess you really do like chewing on it.
It's like if I take a drink of something, it latches onto the mustache hairs, and then I always dribble on myself.
You've been having that beard like that for a while, like especially the mustache part.
I mean, I have all the stuff to do it, man. Because I'm not in a relationship.
Bro, self-care.
I know. This is the fucked up part because we already talked about self-care. I just don't give a fuck about it as much as like whoever I'm dating does.
Yeah, well, that's why I kind of bring up the importance of like, self-appearance.
Yeah. There could be someone out there who's like, oh, he's really cute, but he's chewing on his mustache all the time.
Yeah. And maybe bring out that outward confidence too.
I got confidence.
Not with that mustache.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a fucking comedy show with your jokes. Or lack thereof.
That's true. I'm not so much of a comedian. But I'll still bust your balls.
I'm the funny one. Roasted like Folgers crystals. Oh, man. See, I keep shaking my leg.
No.
But yeah.
I'd say roasted like coffee beans.
Huh?
I'd say roasted like coffee beans.
That's what Folgers crystals are.
Hell no, they're
not. They're just crystallized. If you're sitting there telling me that I can't take a little bit of coffee
they're grinded into a ground
bean
beans
again. Yeah. Compress it into a bean again. I'm saying that that's a possibility.
You have me at a loss.
Like, just get a bean shaped thing, fill it with coffee, and then super compress it, and then there it's in a bean shape again.
Okay. Take your word for it.
Never said I was smart. Never said I was smart.
Nor am I.
Yeah, man, it's looking a little bit. Camera's looking a little bit better. Yeah, you guys will have to excuse my setup here.
It's not a bad setup.
I really have to find curtains, to try and like do it up a little bit better in here. I had all the pop figures and that, and it almost covered the whole thing.
Bro, I think the pop figures would have been a great background.
Yeah, no, it was cool, man. It's just a fucking pain in the ass to move.
I can imagine, but I'm just saying, it's like, that as a background would have been fucking dope, because I did like it when you had it originally over here.
But eventually we'll get it taken care of. And we'll do 2 cameras, so that way we don't have to sit so close.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I don't mind sitting too close. Just having to deal with like the microphones and all that shit. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
You know, post-COVID, 6 feet apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Need my bubble.
Actually, we'll end up moving this show into the living room.
Yeah.
So I just got to get the right extension cables for all this stuff.
No.
So that way, yeah, have everything set up and be comfortable on the couch to have a little story time. Be able to talk to everyone.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Should we call it good?
I bet you would.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got things I got to take care of too.
That's true. It is 9 o'clock. Oh my gosh.
But you've been running for quite a while.
Let's see. Well, it's our first stream. Went for 1 hour and 47 minutes. Had you been here on time, we would have started and been able to.
Bro, you said 6:30. All the mic tests is what took all the time. That and the Pop-Tart break.
Pop-Tart break. Gotta have a Pop-Tart break.
Of course.
But anyway, I really do. Meg, you are such an amazing person. And I appreciate everything about you, especially getting me this far and making this possible, because, you know, really I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. I would have never figured it out. So 6:30 delayed to Pop-Tarts. It is a fact. Yes, we ate the Pop-Tarts. Man, I think it was a s'more or birthday cake.
It was either s'more or birthday cake, but I'm thinking more like a s'more.
Yeah, and I don't like Pop-Tarts, man. Pop-Tarts were something that the military got as donations.
Sponsored by Pop-Tarts.
So there was always Pop-Tarts around, and you have it so much, man. You just never want to see one again.
Dude, I used to be like a huge blueberry Pop-Tart type of guy.
I got burnt out on flavored cardboard.
I mean, you still ate it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did. It gets so bad, you got to jazz it up by putting hot sauce on it or some shit. And just so horrible. But it's a work in progress. All right. This is the first of many episodes, and as time goes on, you know, get a little bit more comfortable, and I will be having a few guests on the show, to kind of add perspective. From, you know, because like I said, it's always just my opinion is what I talk about. But having another person's view on it, especially, you know, when it comes to relationships, I could only speak for the men's side of it. You know, so having a female guest to be able to chime and you know, give that perspective is good, because I want to run a clean show. All right, I want this to be a spot where if you as viewers have any questions whatsoever, man, please feel free to type them in chat, and we can talk about it.
The comments are
it's Yeah, I know. That's funny. This is like, I know some people don't like this word safe space, you know, because it makes you sound sassy, but no, this is a chill spot where we can have discussions and stuff. If you read the rules for either one of my locations, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, you can see the rules are in there, and those are to protect people from troll assholes and stuff like that, because you should be able to talk about something and not get shit on. And this is a space that I want to make that for everyone that comes on and shit.
Yeah, trolling, fishing.
Yeah, we gotta keep it cool and relaxed, man. I think it takes more energy to be an asshole than it does to be nice, dude. That's why I don't understand why people are dickheads, dude.
Well, maybe they're born that way. Bred, maybe.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. But they don't gotta be like that. So, 'cause I'm not a huge fan either of Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
You know what I do with Pop-Tarts? I take the crust off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give a shit anymore. I used to be like
Yeah,
that.
I snap that shit right off, man. All fruit filling. That's it. None of that cardboard shit around the edge.
Freya's laying her fucking head on my knee. Yeah.
I thought do you guys want to see Freya?
I mean, she was kind of like in the video earlier when she
Yeah.
was like over here.
I can get Freya real quick.
Freya, go to your dad. Freya.
Freya, come here. Come here, jump boys. Come here. Oh.
Yeah, that's the mascot right there.
Yes. That's what. See, this is what goes on up here. Oh yeah. You want to say hi?
Freya, say hi.
Man, that's 75 pounds of sweetness. Oh, shit. Of sweetness right there. All right, come on, baby. Get up. Come on. Go. Out.
Go, Freya.
Go. Not gonna lie, that dog's heavy as fuck, man. That was one dense little fatty boom batty. Oh my god. I'm out of breath lifting her up. How tall am I? 6 foot. Just right there. I'm about as average type of person as they come, really.
Yeah, I'm the shortest out of my family, and I am 6 foot.
This is what sucks about like going clothes shopping. I buy cheap pants, man. I buy my pants from Walmart for like $20. But my size, which I think it's like 34, 32, is like a really fucking common size.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very rare I find that size and shit. So, and depending on what brand will be large or extra large, but it seems like whatever size I am is average for the type of shit that I buy. So it's harder to fucking find stuff that fits me, and it drives me nuts. 6 foot in heels? I'm more like 6'2" in heels. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess depending on the size of the heel, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's another fun story that I had, though. I have to save that for when me and my buddies dressed up like women during Halloween.
Cross-dressing?
None of us held back, man. We're talking about our girlfriends had the best time of their life getting us ready for this party. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ah. Oh, that's weird. Is this starting to get... Oh, man, it popped out. I think it's starting to get loose. Get loose with it. Get loose with it. Okay, yeah, again.
I gotta get going.
Yeah, like the getting
Hate to
going
be a
thing.
party
So,
pooper.
I absolutely appreciate everyone here that stayed and watched and whatnot. I know you don't have to, but you took the time out of your day. And then, like I said, as the show goes on and everything like that, we will have like a little bit deeper content, a little bit more prepared and laid out also. There was really no layout for this. We just kind of hit the button and then stumbled forward into whatever's going to happen. But I know that as chat, you guys can be anywhere, and you chose to be here. And I appreciate that very much. And you can't ask for anything other than the support from you guys is what motivates us to, well, it motivates me. I know it motivates them too, to want to do this, want to talk about these things that, get skipped over, forgotten about, or stowed away because it's not cool. And we're going to try and break that habit of, stereotypes and shit. Huh?
Lincoln Park, breaking the habit.
I don't listen to that. I don't know.
Lincoln Park?
I mean, I've heard of Lincoln Park.
No,
this is not my style of music.
Habit.
Oh,
breaking the habit. Yeah, you gotta listen to that shit.
I guess so now. So anyway, again, I love you guys all. Thank you so much. Please, go check out Yo-Yo Meg on Twitch. Such an amazing person. I've got to see her community grow. And I just cannot, what's the word I was looking for? I consider myself very fortunate to have stumbled onto her stream and then into the Discord that she made. A very beautiful family on Discord that, man, that shit money can't buy, like it's how the gaming community should be, and spreading love and supporting each other. I just I'm grateful for the friends I have and the things I get to do. So, but we'll go with that. I think you got anything else you want to say?
No, I'm just grateful to be on this stream.
No, yeah. I'm not 100% sure the next time we'll stream, but it will be soon.
Try and shoot for 3 days out of the week?
Yeah, try and shoot for 3 days out of the week. But we'll try and get a more solid schedule of that so you guys can pop in. So we definitely want to be able to have a schedule where everybody gets a chance to watch, whether it's after work or before bed or whatever. Just kind of spread and grow and show the love and support to everyone, despite, like sexual orientation, skin color, religious belief, none of those should keep you from being a good person to somebody.
I think those things don't matter.
Oh, well, yeah, you do, because you're fucking a human being, Yeah, but for some people, they just hold that shit against people.
Yeah.
And like, I don't like you because you read the Quran. Well, it's his fucking religious preference, man.
They have something genetically wrong with a chromosome or something.
Yeah, it's dumb shit, man. Fuck them. We don't need that type of shit in this podcast.
Agreed.
So. All right. Well, again, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here. And I look forward to talking with you guys again. And again, if you have questions, man, shoot the questions over and we'll discuss it and we'll see what's up. So, but anyway, until next time, thank you.